Is football finally coming home? Not if Spain have anything to say about that. This is more than just football. This is a war for dominance, a battle of philosophy and national pride. The two countries have players who are capable of inflicting incredible destruction. Teenage Lamine Yamal has delivered beyond expectations for Spain, and Kobbie Mainoo has helped bring balance to England's midfield. Adding to their already talented starting lineup, England have two secret weapons that could help lift the Euro 2024 trophy. But will Spain let England get in their way of becoming the most successful team in Euro history? Or will they win their fourth Euro title to surpass Germany? Also, will England discard the disappointment of not just Euro 2020, but every Euro tournament they have been in to win their first ever Euro title? All will be revealed in the action-packed Euro 2024 final on Sunday, July 14th. If I go by the matchup between the two sides in UEFA competitions, England have the historical advantage. They have consistently gotten the better of Soyan when it comes to the Euro. They beat Spain in the two-legged qualification stage of the 1968 edition of the tournament. England also beat Spain in 1980 when they met in the group stages. It was also more of the same in the quarter-final match in 1996 when the two teams met. The match ended in a draw, and England proceeded to win by penalties. The most recent appearances the two have had in a European competition was in the Nations League in 2018, and the two-legged results were split on both sides. Spain won the first leg, and England won the second leg. So, England may feel they have an advantage due to history, but as they have noticed, they are facing a new Spanish side, a resurgent, youthful one. Before Spain faced France, I predicted an interesting contest. The match had drama written all over it, the highest scoring side and the lowest scoring side. Spain immediately began to show France what made them so lethal. But Fabian Ruiz, who had been excellent for Spain, didn't connect to put the ball into the net from a delicious Lamine Yamal cross. France grew into the game after Spain blew their chance to go ahead. Spain was stunned with an early goal by striker Randall Kolo Muani, who connected with Kylian Mbappe's excellent cross and nodded it into the net. France went ahead, but Spain were very much in the game. So they kept on pushing, and it did not take them long before they got back into the game. Spain scored the equaliser through a Lamine Yamal exquisite strike from range. The goal made him the youngest player to score a goal in the Euro, and a few minutes after his goal, Dani Olmo shot at France's goalkeeper and scored through a deflection after some wonderful ball control. The proceedings swung in Spain's favour, and they controlled the game with fine possession play. With Spain's win, Lamine Yamal will become the youngest ever player to appear in a Euro final. But more on him and how he is key to Spain winning the Euro 2024 later on. Well, Yamal is key, but England might just change the locks. They have gotten to their first Euro final on foreign soil. As much as their coach Gareth Southgate gets criticised, he has led England to back-to-back Euro finals. The best part is, he did it in style. Well, at least the semi-final match against the Netherlands was done in style, even if it was dramatic. There will be discussions for days whether the penalty Kane scored was indeed a penalty or not. England went behind in the game from a Xavi Simons goal early in the game. England began to assert themselves in the game, and after a dazzling run from Saka, whose shot was blocked, Kane got a chance which he sent over the bar in the process, but got into a contest with Netherlands' Dumfries, which earned him a penalty. Kane dispatched the penalty to bring England level before substitute Ollie Watkins scored as the clock struck 90 minutes from a slicing through ball from another substitute, Cole Palmer. England came from behind to win, but it wasn't just that. They mostly abandoned their super cautious style of play and approached the game with urgency. Will they adopt a similar approach against Spain in the final? It is likely that they wouldn't, considering how England have played against teams who don't even have half their quality. However, at the tournament, they have incredible players who could change the momentum of the game, but England has had a terrible reputation at this tournament. England, like France, have built a reputation of being boring to watch with their high-flying players, unable to show their same levels of spectacular performances they have had for their respective clubs. England's major problem was balance, and the person that could be blamed for this is Southgate. One of the problems of balance the team had was they didn't bring a natural left-back, with Southgate preferring to use Kieran Trippier on the left as they waited for Luke Shaw to get back to full fitness. His choice of bringing Trippier is understandable considering the player has loads of experience and is very good at taking set pieces. However, He isn't the only player in the squad capable of set pieces. Bukayo Saka and Phil Foden can also deliver. However, Southgate has shown consistently that he is loyal to certain players, but with the chances that Trippier has created at left back, Southgate will feel justified. Still on the problem of balance, England struggled at midfield. While for Southgate, Declan Rice would always be in the starting lineup, the problem was who would start with him, as Rice wasn't great in possession. Southgate did some experiments before eventually arriving at Kobbie Mainoo. Mainoo is a technical midfielder who has shown he is good in build-up play and when it comes to retaining possession. Mainoo, according to the UEFA website, as of the time this recording was made, has completed 175 out of his 188 passes and boasts a 94.4% pass completion rate. The player has also been in possession 218 times in the 300 minutes he has played. Although in terms of being a pure holding midfielder, there will be fans who would believe Adam Wharton is a better fit, especially as he will sit as a screen for defence to allow Rice to do what he has shown he can do, especially at Arsenal. Rice prefers to play as a box-to-box midfielder, where he can use his boundless energy to be all over the pitch. Interestingly, while Mainoo is supposed to help with ball retention, just like a holding midfielder would, in the Netherlands match, he is the one that appears to play the box-to-box midfield role when England are attacking. This is why it is interesting that of 132 players to have completed over 100 passes at this year's Euros, Mainoo ranks 131st for proportion of passes forward with 13%. Perhaps due to instructions, it does look like Mainoo is playing it safe. Out of his 188 passes, 9 have been made into the attacking third, 10 into key areas, and 3 into the penalty area. This screams that Mainoo has been more cautious, preferring to help England keep the ball than be inventive. This is significantly different to how Spain play, and we'll get to that soon. So, Kobbie Mainoo will retain possession, but it could look like it would be possession, just for the sake of it. This doesn't seem ideal, considering he was the one going forward in the Netherlands game. Although Southgate could be on to something asking Rice to stay back, Rice has covered 63.9 kilometres in 5 matches, more than any other player in the competition. He also has the 4th most tackles and balls recovered. So, with how Rice has shown himself to be an enforcer in midfield, one would expect Mainoo to take more risks, but that hasn't been the case yet. Still, these two would be reliable for England in the final, especially as they would be fighting some of the greatest midfield battles of their lives against the trio of Rodri, Dani Olmo and Fabian Ruiz. This is why England's formation of 3-4-2-1 is key to the final. Or will it be? After a couple of experiments with formations, Southgate has now settled on the 3-4-2-1. This formation has worked to help the team have stability in the centre, which they would need against Spain, who are ridiculously good in possession. Although to achieve dominance against Spain, Jude Bellingham and Phil Foden, who are the 2 attacking midfielders in the formation, will help out the midfield pairing of Rice and Mainoo. The formation could work against Spain as the team show they can thrive in it. It has allowed Foden to operate centrally and also allows Bellingham to play behind the striker, where he excels. However, they aren't the only beneficiaries of the setup. The formation has allowed them to surprisingly bring the best out of Bukayo Saka in this tournament. Saka would have had more goals in the tournament and would have been the hero in England's game against the Netherlands, but unfortunately his goal was ruled offside. The formation has allowed Saka and Trippier to provide attacking and chance creation for England. However, these guys will have their hands full with the electric duo of Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams. Yamal has made himself a core part of Euro history, as he is the youngest player to reach a final of the tournament, and he is also the youngest to score after his goal against France in their semi-final match. So far, in the competition, Yamal has scored 1 goal and has made 3 assists. However, Yamal isn't just goals, as we have shown you in our other videos. He has an incredible array of passes in his locker, has created 16 chances, and he is weaving through defenders like they aren't there. For such a young player, Yamal plays with a maturity that makes him look like a veteran. To think that he only turned 17 on Saturday the 13th of July. Wow. Like Yamal, Williams has been devastating for opponents. He is an intense dribbler who takes pleasure cutting through defenders like a hot knife through butter. Still, despite how good he is at dribbling with about 12 dribbles completed, Williams has other skill sets. He is excellent at creating chances and has created 10 chances so far in the tournament. He and Yamal will effectively take out both Saka and Trippier from the game, and their battle will be thrilling. However, there is no contest in that game that will be as exciting as the midfield battle. Rodri, Ruiz and Olmo will give England a tough time. Those three guys love being on the ball so much. They are press resistant and have incredible passing range, and also contribute to the team with goals and assists. Mainoo is to England what Rodri is to Spain. Well, sort of. Out of Rodri's 406 passes, he has completed 382. Now, what makes him different from Mainoo is when the option presents itself, Rodri will not choose the safest option. He has attempted 27 long balls with 25 successful. He completed 58 back passes out of his successful 382 passes. Mainoo, on the other hand, has completed 46 back passes out of his 175. Rodri has made 34 passes into the attacking third, 23 into key areas, and 2 into the penalty area while playing deeper. He has excellent ball progressors in Ruiz and Olmo. Those two are also press resistant and are tricky on the ball too. They also know how to make runs into the box and are good at creating chances and providing assists. Ruiz has scored 2 goals and has created 2 assists in the competition. Olmo has scored 3 and has had 2 assists for Spain. Then, this brings us to England's 2 secret weapons. An underrated aspect about England's squad is their depth, and this is due to Southgate insisting on using the same set of players. You would think he would have learned to lean in on his squad more, as his substitutes have always made their mark on games they have been brought in for. Cole Palmer has been phenomenal for England when he comes on and has impressed with dribbles and incredible passes. It was Cole Palmer's through ball that set up Ollie Watkins' goal for England. If those two come on for England, it could change the dynamic of the final to England's favour. The two teams will have an exciting matchup, and it'll be a final which will be talked about for months. So who do you think will win? Let us know what you think and give us your predictions in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more exciting football content.